This is the Extra Point Podcast from Arizona's family.
Well, have you heard that Larry Fitzgerald is making a comeback to professional sports? Yeah, not what you're thinking here. The AZ Drive about to kick it in high gear and play some pickleball here in the Valley of the Sun. The one, the only Larry Legend zooms in here and joins us on the Extra Point. First of all, Larry, how are you doing, and how's your pickleball game?
I'm doing fantastic. Pickleball game is decent. I got to get you out in their court so we can play a little one-on-one to see how your game is, though.
Yeah, it's no good, man. I'm better talking about it, but I'll come out this week. And I did enjoy when you and Michael Phelps were going head to head. So just give us an idea. How did you get into this?
It was during the pandemic. I was, we would train in the morning, and you couldn't. There was nothing else open, nothing else to do. So we just started. Playing pickleball at a local court up the street. And that was like one of the few things people can do. And there was a ton of people out there because like everybody was just trying to get out of the house. And so I played, 5 or 6 times. I was like, man, this is really cool. It's competitive. It gave me an opportunity to kind of I love to compete, no matter if it's in golf or whatever. I love the banter and the trash talk. And I ended up building a pickleball court at my house, and it was a lot of great quality time with the boys. Get done with the homeschooling, and we'll go out back and play for a couple hours. I had to beat up on them, all 3 of them, take them down, and it was great. And then I started playing, a lot of other people, and brought a ton of people to the game, and the matches get very hot and contested.
So is this like a second career for you? Are you going to be like the player, coach, owner? What does this phase of your life look like?
No. This, everybody has to know their limitation. This is a hobby for me that I really enjoy. No different than playing chess or shooting basketball or working out. And pickleball is just one of those things I really enjoy doing. It's the fastest growing sport in our country right now, and it's really unique. I feel like in terms of how short the learning curve is. Anybody who has ever played it understands if you can understand the premise, the technique a little bit, and understand the rules and regulations, you can play it and have fun pretty quickly.
Well, I heard from somebody that you didn't like your results, so you went out and hired a coach. Is that right? What's a coach go for? Are you a coach now?
No, I'm saying if you really have the desire to improve in life, and it doesn't matter what it is. I started doing TV this year, so I hired a former executive at ESPN to help me break down my tape and improve where I can. Right, like the purpose in life. If you're going to do it, why don't you try to do it at the highest level? And people give me a hard time about that, but those are people that I usually beat.
All right. Well, you got your first tournament this weekend at Bellbank Park, and wanting people to come out. What should people expect?
Well, it's going to be really fun, family atmosphere. If you'd like to see, professional athletes play a game that is, very fast paced, and sometimes the points are slow, sometimes the points are fast. It's a great opportunity to come out and see the fastest growing sport in the country. There'll be a lot of people out there, and I would encourage you to come on out.
And you put together a pretty impressive ownership team. It looks like you've put your final chess piece together there to put that together. How many people have you gotten on board with the AZ Drive here?
Well, it was important for me to make sure it was inclusive, right? To bring people together who embody some of the same things I try to. Devin and I have been close for a really long time. I love Book. Dirk Bentley and I have been close for a long time. Love him. Michael Phelps, obviously the greatest Olympian of all time. He's an Arizona guy now. I really, really enjoy the relationship that I have with him. Magnus Carlsen, the greatest chess player of all time. So I try to bring together like greatness in many different ways to come together. And that's what pickleball is. It's people coming from all different races and ages and religions and coming out and just wanting to have fun and enjoy a sport that's growing fast. And that's kind of what I want to do with my ownership group.
Now are you negotiating the contracts like the owner now? Is the tables turn a little bit?
No, we don't do any negotiations right now. The tournament handles all the purses, and that makes it a lot easier. I don't have to be the bad guy.
Well, how does the league work? Where is it at now, and what's kind of the projection here? How much do you think this thing could grow?
It's in its infancy state, right? I like where it's going right now. We just had an auction about a week or so ago for 2 teams that, did really, really good in the auction. So the growth is already moving at an exponentially fast rate. So what I hope is just more people come to the game, right? People get outside, exercise, have fun, enjoy, the community aspect of it. And, if you want to enjoy the greatest players that are playing the game right now, you can come out and watch it this weekend at Bell Bank Park. And that's what I'm really trying to get the message out about.
Yeah, people can come out and check that out all weekend, and we'll get out there and I don't know, maybe I'll hit the pickleball around and embarrass myself and try not to pull anything.
Please bring some.
Is there a doctor on staff?
No, we'll definitely have some doctors there to get you right. But what I noticed, what you do, you show up at all these events with your hair done, makeup on, shirt and tie, so you never have to do anything athletic. But don't come out there with a shirt and tie. Bring some athletic shorts.
All right.
So I can get after you.
Okay, I got the tape from '95, man. I used to catch some out routes. Every time I watched you catch an out route, I was like, that's why I went to TV, and that's why he's a Hall of Famer. You're also playing in the Phoenix Open Media Day, right? Yeah. So are you spending more time playing pickleball or golf right now? How are you balancing the two to make sure you're dialed in?
No, I play both all the time. If I have free time, I play. I have a little bit more time now. I'm not traveling nearly as much as I was, earlier in the season. So I get a chance to play a little bit of both. The good thing about golf, you play during the daytime and then you can play under the lights for pickleball. Hopefully the weather is nice for us. It's gotten a little cold at home. So hopefully next weekend the temperatures are up.
All right. And if Brian Flores or Sean Payton, is there a chance any one of those guys might be maybe a surprise guest out at the pickleball tournament this weekend? What are you hearing? What are your sources telling you?
I have no idea on that front. I'm out of the loop on that, but I'm sure Michael could answer those questions a little bit better than I could. Has
Michael gotten out there and played with you?
No, I haven't played with him before. I've invited him, but he's been busy the times. We play sometimes right next to the Cardinals facility. My boy Mark Dalton out there. We have some great highly contested matches, and Cliff came out before, and I've had a bunch of people come out and enjoy it.
Awesome. All right, one more question before you get out of here. So just Arizona sports right now, we kind of went in a little funk. Maybe this pickleball thing's going to pull us out of it. The sun's starting to look a little better. How are you feeling just in general about Arizona sports right now?
Well, University of Arizona's rocking and rolling. The basketball team is cooking. They look like they are on I would say the favorites to win the Pac-12. Obviously it's a long way to go, but they look really good. I've seen a couple of their games. They're deep. They're big. They have great guard play. So they're rocking and rolling. And the Suns, we're going to be in the competition. When it's all said and done. Obviously, Book has missed 20 games, CP's missed games, Cam Johnson's missed games. We need to be able to get all our players healthy, campaign, get him back healthy, just have the rotation, be able to continue to get back in the flow of it. Shamik, we have a lot of guys that have missed, a considerable amount of time, and that's why we're in the position. I think everybody around the league knows that.
Awesome. The Cardinals, you feel like, if Kyler's out until October next year, I'm a little worried about next year. How do you feel about things?
It is a lot to be concerned about. If Kyler doesn't get cleared until mid-November, you ask what, and the season is not going in the direction you want it to go, you would think what would be the point of coming back at that point, right? But it's football. You never know. They have a lot of talented players on the team, and hopefully they can get it going again. I'm a Cardinal for life. I want to see him do well. All
right. You think Kyler could rehab playing pickleball? Would that help?
No, I definitely wouldn't let him out there. I want him to be fully healthy and take the Cardinals to a championship, in the near future.
Awesome. Well, hey, we will get out there this week, have a lot of fun, and this is cool. Just another sport to cover here on the Extra Point, and we're excited. Larry, thank you so much for taking a little time for us.
I appreciate you jumping on and letting me come on with you. So have a great day, and I hope to see you out there this weekend.
Awesome. I'll bring some gym shorts.
All right.
Thanks, man. The Extra Point Podcast is a production of 3TV, CBS 5, and azfamily.com in Phoenix, Arizona.